Okay, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that we are all very well and safe. And I hope everyone is okay. I hope we've started off our new month of March very, very well. I hope we ended the month of February very well. And congratulations to all of those that were able to do something for the month of Feb and were able to achieve some step. Congratulations to those who are able to do over 100 personal points. Congratulations to those that were able to sponsor some people in the business. And I would also want to let you know that the deadline for the month of Feb is actually Monday. So just in case you have a few things to clear out so that you can finally make your next step from wherever you are, you still have some little time up to Monday. So you can organize yourself over this evening and tomorrow so that Monday you can be able to conclude your month very, very well. So today we're going to discuss what are some of those skills that you need to acquire if you are to grow big in this business. One of the really good things that I love about the New Life business is the New Life business is a good one. We have the opportunity of being our own boss. We have the opportunity on deciding on how much income we want to earn. We have the opportunity of really, really going big. We have the opportunity of earning 1 million shillings. You have an opportunity that you can earn 2 million shillings. You can earn 3 million shillings. You can earn 5 million shillings. You can earn 10 million shillings. You can earn up to 20 million. You can earn up to 50 million shillings. You can earn up to 100 million shillings. You can earn up to 300 million shillings because that is actually what 5 diamond directors would go for. I've even personally seen commissions of over 500 million, 800 million, 1 billion shillings that are being paid out to distributors. So we have a great opportunity that we can actually earn as much income as we actually admire, as much income as we would want to earn. But now there is one thing that is going to come into play. There's one thing that each of us is going to have to work upon, especially if we are to grow big, if we are to go big in this business. That's one thing that you must do, that you and I must do. Now, from you'll find that when you become a distributor, we all have the 3 basic habits to do on a daily basis so that we can be able to kickstart our business. And of which those daily success habits, one is using the products. Number 2 is recommending the products and opportunity. And then number 3 is attending meetings for knowledge and skills. So those are some of the things that we every distributor must do to come from manager to senior manager to executive manager to director to world team and to presence team and to diamond director. But now let's look at let us go ahead and look at when it comes to skills, which is the 3rd basic that we need to do to become successful. The 3rd basic, which is training to acquire knowledge and skills. Now, one of the things that I've come to learn is that we need to learn so that we can earn. We need to learn so that you can earn. I often see very many people who don't want to come in for trainings, who don't want to log in for the meetings, who don't want to come for the physical meetings, who don't want to come for company functions, who don't want to come for company conventions, like we're going to have one in October. But then even as much as people do not want to invest in the trainings, as much as people don't want to invest much in the trainings, they still want to earn. And one question that I always love putting across to every distributor is, have you seen any medical doctor that has actually graduated as a doctor without ever attending medical school? Not at all. There is not any single person that is going to graduate or is going to be recognized as a doctor or as a pharmacist or as an engineer or as anything, and has not attended trainings. Now, in our business, it is the same thing. You are not going to become a manager, not until you've attended trainings to get you to manager. You are not going to become a senior manager, not until you have acquired the knowledge and skills to become a senior manager. You are not going to become a director, not until you have acquired the knowledge and skills to become a director. You won't become a world team member or even a presidency member, not until you have acquired the knowledge and skills to take you to world team, to take you to the president's team. Not at all. Not at all. So if you're a distributor or if you have distributors, I think it is very, very important to let them know right from the word go. Every distributor needs to know right off from the word go that in this business, you are not going to make it, not until you have attended enough trainings, you've been able to acquire knowledge and skills to get you to where you would want to be. I mean, and every level in this business needs you to acquire a certain level of skills for you to be able to get there. Every level in this business, be it manager, be it senior manager, be it director, you need to acquire a certain set of skills and knowledge for you to be able to do what? For you to be able to get there. Now the question is, what level do you want? What size of business do you want? Where do you want to be? Because the bigger the money, the bigger the training. The bigger the money, the more skills that you need. Right now, I am where I am. I'm still where I am because there is a certain set of skills and disciplines that I must acquire for me to get to my next level. If I am to become a presidency member, there is a certain set of skills and knowledge that I must acquire. If I am to become a diamond director, there's a certain level of knowledge and skills that I must acquire and disciplines. And when I acquire them, then I am able to build a business that is going to get me to where I want to be. And the same that applies to me is the same that applies to you, is the same that applies for your downlines, for your distributors. And not until we have been able to do these things that we can actually think about going to where we want to be. Not until you have attended medical school that you can think about becoming a director. So let's look at the skills. What skills does every single distributor, what skills and disciplines does every single distributor need for them to get to where they want to be? Like I've said, you need knowledge, you need a set of skills and disciplines for you to build that kind of business that you want to build, that kind of business that is going to pay you the money that you need for you to be able to achieve your goals and dreams. Skill number one. Skill number one is you need to learn how to be a teacher. You need to learn how to be a teacher. You need to learn how to be a trainer. You need to learn how to train and teach your team. That is a skill that each one of us needs. You need to learn how to train people. Our business, it's not just about, you're not just going to bring in people, 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 and then you expect them to grow. No. When you bring people into the business, you need to take time and train them. You need to take time and teach them the basics, teach them about the products, teach them about this, teach them about this, teach them about the skills, teach them about everything. So you need to learn how to train. You need to learn how to teach. You need to learn how to train and teach the people, train and teach your customers about the products, about nutrition, train and teach your farmers about Supergrow, train and teach people about the beauty products, the cleaning products. That is how we are going to be able to build a business. So that is skill number one. They are not in order. I just want to list every skill that you need so that as you're preparing yourself to go big, as you're preparing yourself to build a great business, you know what you need. You know what you must do for you to get where you want to be. So you need to be a good teacher. You need to be a good presenter. You need to be a good trainer. That's a skill that each one of us must learn and acquire. The other skill that each one of us need, you need to learn the skill of getting a customer. You need to learn the skill of getting a customer. Now, getting a customer is a good thing. Why? Because you make a profit. And if you have learned to get customers, that means you will always have money on your pocket all the time. Is it hard? Of course, it is hard. When you're starting, when you have no knowledge, you have no experience, it is hard. But as time goes by, as you keep on doing these things over and over and over again, you'll be getting one customer who will lead you to another one, to lead you to another one, to lead you to another one. And soon or later, you are going to master the skill of getting a customer. It was very, very difficult for me when I was getting started. But when I put my mind to it, when I said, why are other people doing 2,000 points, doing 4,000 points? How come they are doing it? Let me dedicate my time to learn how to get customers. And trust me, today I can comfortably do 4,000 points. Today I can comfortably even go ahead and do 5,000. I can even do 10,000 personal points. I could even do 20,000 points if I wanted to. Why? Because I have the skills. And let me tell you, by the way, the most interesting bit about this business is when you have the skills, then you can always do anything you want to do in this business. So we've talked about the skill of learning how to teach and train. We've learned about the skill of getting a customer. Then you also need to learn the skill of multiplying your customers. From one customer, you get another customer, and then you multiply the customers. You find that from one customer, you have 5 new customers, you have 10, you have 50, you have 100 as time goes by. So it is also a skill that you need to learn. Multiplying your customer care, customer acquisition, customer retention. All of those are skills that you need to learn if you're going to grow the business. Skills that you must acquire if you want to go big in this business. The skill of keeping records. Keeping records. You need to keep records of your customers, records of your team, records, everything that you do. One of my challenges when I had gotten started, I used to sell products. but I never knew how to turn buyers into customers. But I learned. I learned that I also needed to learn the skill of having a customer follow-up system. I mean, because we have learned everything there is about customers, that is why every single month we will earn an average of 3 to 5 million shillings just out of profit. 3 to 5 million shillings out of profit is very good money that every single person on this platform wants or needs. But the good news is you can even earn 5 to 10 million shillings out of profit on a monthly basis if you dedicate time and say, I want to learn all the skills I need to learn to have a very good customer team. The other skill that you need to prosper and succeed in this business is the skill of finding prospects. The skill of finding people. My goodness, this one is a must. You are supposed to have learned this skill even as by yesterday. It is a skill that we need to learn. It's a skill that we need to learn. Finding people, finding prospects. I mean, it is said that your network is your net worth. Your network is your net worth. How many people you know is going to greatly contribute to your business. And even not only having numbers, not only having people, but also the quality of people that you know, the quality of people that you have in your circles. We call it social capital. The quality of people that you know also determines your level of your success. This is a skill. You need to learn the skill of getting people, the skill of finding prospects, the skill of finding contacts, the skill of asking for referrals, the skill of, connecting with people. Connecting with people. When all of us get started in a business, we start with something we call natural market. Natural market, those are the people that you know while you're getting started in the business. Fortunately or unfortunately, these are people that we know. Some of them join us later after they have seen you succeed. Others never join. Others just stop at the level of becoming a customer and using your products. I cannot remember by the time I got started, the people that I knew, they're very, very few, but very few of them joined. And even up to today, some of them have not joined. And I would want to say that actually 99.5% of all the people that I am doing with business, they are people that I got to know when I was already in the business. So I have had to learn the skills of greeting people, saying, hi, how are you? My name is Justus. I work with New Life International. We are a nutritional company. Our job is to teach you how to eat well, the good health practices, so that you can be able to live longer and healthier, a world free from chronic diseases. All of those things I have had to learn how to teach. Hello, my name is Justus Muhumuza. I am an entrepreneur. I help people to build part-time businesses for part-time income. My mission is to raise entrepreneurs to reach their full potential. I spend my time mentoring, nurturing, and equipping people with skills like business building skills, communication skills, basically all the skills that you need to be an entrepreneur. If you actually gave me a chance, I could actually help you to build a part-time business. And I have a proven system that in the next 4 to 12 months, I can help you to build a business that will pay you up to between an average of 2.5 million or the way to 5 million shillings. Why don't you give me your number? Let's get an appointment. Let me take you through the details. And if you find it interesting, let's work together. Let's do business together. All these things I have had to learn. I never used to talk this way. I never used to train this way when I was getting started in the business. I have had to learn how to do these things. You want to grow in the business? You want to succeed in the business? You must learn these things. There is no shortcut. There is no shortcut. You must learn how to find people. You must learn how to connect with the world. You must learn how to meet people and introduce yourself. You must learn how to be a people person. These are skills that all of us need to learn. Now, here's the other skill that all of us need to learn. It is the skill of using social media. The skill of using social media. I mean, when I was joining the business, when Facebook had started, Facebook was known for being people who are always just making noise, and that's it. But I'm telling you, when I learned that people were actually doing business and getting prospects, getting customers, getting distributors through Facebook, I had to learn. I had to learn. How do I use Facebook? Instagram. Now I am considering to learn how to use TikTok, because people are telling me that, man, TikTok is TikToking. So people are getting customers, people are getting distributors, people are building businesses, people are building teams through TikTok. So I am considering to actually learn how to TikTok so that I can be able to build what? By the way, let me tell you this. You need to keep your ears on the ground so that anything that you hear that is working, study it, learn the skill, master the skill, and do it. Anything that you hear, and be open-minded to learn all the time. That's why we say, when you're green, you grow. When you're ripe, you rot. We need to be open to learning all the time, all the time. A new skill comes up, boom. And by the way, that is even where we are headed. The whole world is completely revolving around. And the people that only keep up with the pace, there are people who are skilled, people who are mild-skilled. So we need to be skilled for us to be able to grow in the business. So we've talked about the skill of finding prospects. We've talked about the skill of connecting with people. We've talked about the skill of training. We talked about the skill of finding a customer. We need to become leaders. That's a skill. We need to learn how to be leaders. We need to read books. We need to attend mentorship programs. We need to wake up early and read and listen to these sessions that we always communicate on our groups. We need to listen to them. We need to become leaders. Especially, you want to grow big, you want to go big. You need to learn how to become a leader. Then you need to learn how to develop leaders. John C. Maxwell says, John C. Maxwell says that he who thinks leads without followers is only taking a walk. And then he also adds on to say that he who thinks is a leader without leaders, without developing leaders on the team, is only lying to himself. All these are skills that we need to learn. All these are skills that you need to learn. Right now, my biggest challenge is I am on a mission in the next 5 years. Actually, it's now 4 years. In the next 4 years, when I am celebrating 20 years with Neolife, I am now 16 years with Neolife. When I am celebrating 20 years, I want to have developed 10 people just like me. Now, these are skills that I must acquire these skills. I must learn. How do I develop leaders? Because the more leaders you develop, the more money you earn. The more people's dreams change, the more your dreams also change. Skills. Skills. We need to learn the skill of communication. We need to learn the skill of communication. Communication. We need to learn, how do we communicate to people? How do we communicate to customers? And not only do we learn how to become good communicators, but we also need to learn how to create communication systems. We need to learn how to create follow-up systems. Communication, we need to become good communicators, and then we need to go ahead and build communication systems. We need to learn. You want to grow in this business? You must learn. You want to grow in this business? And like I mentioned earlier, the more the level of success you need in this business, the more skilled you must be. By the way, not only in this business, even out there, in any work that you're going to do, Dr. Cesar is on this call. I believe that Dr. Cesar will also agree with me that even in the job world, for you to be promoted to a different level, to higher levels at your job, you need to have acquired one thing that is greatly considered is your leadership, the skills. What value are you adding to the organization? What skills have you been able to acquire? What level of experience and knowledge? What disciplines? So all of these things, they actually cut across, not only in Neolife, but even in other things that we do out there. Even in your personal businesses, the more organized you are, the more skills you have, the better leader you have become, greatly contributes to your level of success in your businesses. And that's one thing I actually love about Neolife, is that the knowledge and skills and experience we gain from this business, it even makes our lives out there much, much better. So communication. Communication is the other skills. The other skill that we all need to learn is the skill of presentation. How do we present? You meet a person. He says, well, I am interested. I only have 10 minutes. Can you present to that person in 10 minutes? How to present the business. How to present about the product. That's a skill that we all need to learn. How do you present? How do you tell out your testimony? How do you say out your testimony? How do you present other people's testimonies? All those are sets of skills that we need to learn. How to use presentation tools. All professional presenters have mastered the art and skill of using presentation tools to present to prospects. In fact, it's only amateurs that actually present without tools, but all professional presenters, they use business presentation tools to present to prospects and customers. Presentational skills, something that we all need to improve, something that we all need to grow. Today we are looking at skills that each one of us must learn if we are to grow in the business. The skill of listening. The skill of listening. You're talking to a customer. You listen to them. You listen to their problem and you give them a solution. All these are quite a number of multiple skills that we must learn. Your image out there, your image on social media. All those are things we need to learn. How to brand yourself, how to promote yourself, how to market yourself, how to let the whole world know about you and what you offer. All those are skills that you need to know. Guess what? All these skills, they are not achieved in 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 months. No. That's why sometimes when people ask me, so how long is the training? Our training is forever. Our training is forever because we train you to become a trainer of other people. The more you learn, the more you earn. The more you train, the better trainer you become, and the more you're able to train to produce other trainers. So that's why all of us must be rooted in trainings. Any training that is going to help you, any training that is going to develop you, any book that you read here that you must read, you must read it. You must attend the training. So we can only acquire these skills through a lot of trainings, a lot of personal growth sessions. But then the other most important way of how we can be able to acquire these skills, it is by doing. How do you learn to become a good presenter? By presenting as many times as possible. How do you become very good at making phone calls? You learn how to make very good phone calls by calling people over and over and over and over and over again. By the time you make 1 million phone calls, trust me, you will be excellent at making phone calls, and that will be a skill. How do you learn how to find people? By looking for people. Look for them, hunt for them, fish them. How do you learn how to do one-on-one presentations? By doing one-on-one presentations. I am not going to sit you here and I tell you now, when you want to do a one-on-one, you do this, you do that, you do this, you do this, and then you become an excellent one-on-one presenter. Nope. You are going to learn how to become a one-on-one presenter by presenting to 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 100, 200, 500 people, 1,000 people. How are you going to grow your confidence? By doing. How are you going to get rid of your fear? By doing what you fear most. How are you going to develop a team? By fighting hard and working hard to develop a team. How are you going to follow up? To learn how to follow up. The skill of follow-up is another very important skill that we must acquire. How are you going to learn it? By following up. So when you look around all these skills, you will get to learn that you can only learn these things by doing, not just by hearing, not just by reading, not because you attended one of the best mentorship programs and now you've been able to hear and listen. No, you have to go out there and do. The more we do, the more we are able to gain the experience. And then most importantly, to acquire these skills, we need discipline. Discipline. It is said that talent without discipline is like an octopus on roller skates. There is plenty of movement, but you can never know whether the movement is eastwards, westwards, southwards. That's why, and I know that there are very many people on this team, very many people in the new life business that are excellent, that are good, but just because we lack discipline, we never get where we want to be. I mean, I am a very good presenter. I can present, I can teach, I can train, I can do one-on-ones very well. I know how to close. Closing is also another very important skill that you need to learn. How to close a prospect, how to pull money out of their pockets. Closing. I know how to close prospects. I know how to ask for the money. Recently, I presented to someone, and then I didn't even go into that. And now this is how you're supposed to be eating. This is the healthy food pyramid. You're supposed to eat this, eat that, do this, do that. No, I didn't even go to that. I simply sat next to the person. I had my notebook. I said, so tell me, so for how long have you been feeling this way? 3.5 years, noted it down. So how did it start? I noted it down. So tell me, are you on any form of medication? Have you visited the doctor? Have you all done all these thorough checkups and they have confirmed that that is the condition that you have? And he said, yes, I noted it down. I said, well, according to the conversation that we have had, I think you are going to need this and this and this and this. Your bill is only 2,800,000. And the gentleman looked at me and said, my son, isn't that a lot of money? I said, yes, it is a lot of money, but it is nothing compared to actually the illnesses that you're having. And in fact, you will need this dose and then add on another one and then another one. Probably we might need at least like 3 of these doses. Then we can probably get your body fully back into shape. And the person pulled out the money and paid. Now, how have I been? I didn't even talk about the food pyramid. I didn't talk about the benefits of using TNN. I didn't talk about the benefits of using CalMag. I didn't talk about the benefits of using the New Life Shake. I just listened. I noted down and I said, according to the challenges you've told me, you need this and this and this, and your package will cost you this, and the person paid. How have I been able to get there? I have done this over and over and over and over again that I have gotten to this level. You want to get to that level? You have to do it over and over and over and over and over again. With discipline, with consistency, with perseverance, with persistence, That's how we get there. When we continue sharpening our souls, sharpening our skills, we keep on getting better and better and better. And one thing that I have come to love about our New Life business is the better you become, the easier the business becomes. I mean, back in the days, I used to struggle looking for people. Real struggle looking for people. But today, because I have learned, because I am now skilled, it takes me about 1 hour for me to find 1,000 new contacts on my phone. 1 hour. I'll be having over 1,000 or even 2,000 or even 5,000 new contacts on my phone. Why? I've been open-minded. I keep on learning and relearning. I want to keep on getting better. I want to keep on growing. That's how we keep on acquiring these new skills. I hear there is something new, something going well. I am interested in knowing. So how is it? You know, how does it work? Can I learn it? Can I add on another skill? Because I know that every skill I add on, the better for my business. We need to learn. We need to learn. The more skills, the better we become. The more money we earn. The more freedom we have. When you have skill, you don't hustle. You don't suffer. People look for you. When you have skills and experience and you've been able to learn how to brand yourself, you know how to use social media, you have a huge following. People look for you. Money looks for you. Guys, let's invest in training. Let's invest in learning. Let's invest in getting better and better every other day. Let it be a goal. Let it be a target that I must become better. I must grow. We need to grow our mind. We need to grow our mind. Because the better our mind, the better the business we are going to have. We need to grow personally. We need to learn how to lead, because the more we lead, the better we become in leading, the better the business. The more we develop leaders, the better the business. All these are things we need to learn. We need to learn how do we develop leaders. We need to learn how do we work with new people. Some of us are very good at bringing people, but we do not know how to work with them. We don't know how to get to them. We don't know how to grow them. We need to learn when people join our business, how can we grow them into managers? How can we grow them into senior manager? How can we grow them into executive manager? How can we grow them into director? Also, that's the skill that we must learn. We need to learn that when we get a customer, how do we grow the customer from hand and body lotion to LDC, to Super 10, to Massachusetts Harbor Complex, and then to the children's program? We need to learn all those are skills that a customer comes, they are using only one product. How do we grow them to other products? How do we grow them now to penetrate into their family? How do we grow them? So now we can penetrate into their circles. You find from one customer, I now have 100 customers. All those are things that we must learn. It is a lot of hard work, but it pays greatly. It pays greatly. You learn how to develop leaders. It's a hard job. But when you have leaders, you make a lot of money. You grow in the business. If I can learn how to develop 10 Justus Muhumuzas, I will swim in money. And those are the skills that I am fighting so hard to learn. Those are the skills I'm fighting so hard to acquire so that I can become better and also help other people become better. Because when they become better, they achieve their dream. When they achieve their dream, my dream comes automatically. Guys, we need to learn in order to earn. We need to grow in order to grow other people. Because when we grow other people, and then the business becomes interesting. The business grows. So let's go out there. Let's commit ourselves to learn skills so that we can become skillful. The more skills, the better the business, the more we grow. Thank you so much. And on Sunday 9th, we are going to be at the Imperial Royal Hotel. We are going to be having a company experience meeting. We have guest speakers coming in from Nairobi. We have guest speakers coming in from South Africa. It is going to be amazing. I am already inviting. Oh, that is another important skill. The skill of making appointments, the skill of inviting prospects to come and have a look at what we do. That is another important skill. I am inviting as many people as possible. I'm inviting as many people as possible to come to see how they can actually come in and have a look at the business, because I want to be having as many guests as possible. You know, 2025 is a year of sponsoring. 2025 is a year of sponsoring. The more people we sponsor, the better. If you haven't learned how to sponsor, if you're not sponsoring, then success is very far away from you. Personally, I am sponsoring. I am teaching my people how to sponsor. And trust me, business is going to grow. Business is going to boom. So Sunday 9th, Imperial Royal Hotel. Let us invite as many people as possible. And then on Monday 10th, still at Imperial Hotel, we are going to be having a senior managers meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, have a blessed evening. I wish you all the best. Remember that we need to learn in order to earn. We need to grow in order to grow others, in order to grow our business. Thank you so much and have a blessed evening.